Hello Cancer, I'm Crystal, the Crystalline Priestess, and we are having a look at the rest of your April. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, basically any prominent Cancer placement. This will be relevant for you. So let's get into it. Cancer, it was funny when I got into your energy because I kept calling you Taurus in my mind. So some of you guys have got a connection to Taurus. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, okay, definitely. Something is testing you. I feel like this month is a huge test for you, Cancer. I feel like it could have to do with your family, your home. Let's get more. Ooh. Okay, we have new moon at the bottom of the deck. A new start is coming. So, where your commitment is being tested, it's being tested because there's new energy that needs to be reborn. Essentially, it says, what do you need to release and nothing will come of this situation. So there is a situation that you're moving through at the moment, Cancer, and nothing's going to change, nothing's going to shift unless you do. So I feel like with this commitment being tested, it's almost saying, the universe is saying, and because all of these cards are blue and they are purple, so this is crown chakra, third eye chakra, and throat chakra. So you're needing to really get in touch with your intuition and speak your truth. I'm feeling like there's something that just is not working and hasn't been working for quite a while, and you're just going to accept it this month. Or you're needing to really accept it because there's a releasing that has to happen at the moment. For some of you guys, it could have to do with a parent, in particularly your father. With this Emperor card coming out. But it could really just be talking about even like a new job or a new endeavor that you're sort of like moving down. Let's continue. Let's get more. Let's get more. Okay. We have bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Swords. So you are struggling to make a decision somewhere. You are going back and forth. This month is still you going to be a little bit unsure, can't speak properly. There's like a confusion. It feels like there's a little bit of a fog and just like a not sureness that I'm feeling with you guys. I feel like the new moon in Aries is something that's really going to impact you because I just feel as though, you know, this is waking you up to, I think, where it's time to take your power back. When it comes to this Emperor card, it feels like this is divine masculine energy. It's coming out with the Page of Pentacles. And all of these cards are upright as well. So we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Fool. And we have the Ten of Wands. So I do feel like you're being called to, you're really being asked this month to trust your intuition. And I can't say that enough with you being a Cancer anyway. You're already deeply, deeply connected to your intuition. You are ruled by the moon, love. So, you know, this month you're really being asked to honor that. I think that you're being asked to not make quick decisions. I think that you're being asked to really think things through with this Hanged Man. It's, you know, the card after the Hanged Man is the Fool, so it's making me feel and think like something's going, like this is a wake-up call. I think this month is a wake-up call for you about where you need to have a new beginning, where you need to have a fresh start. It's kind of time to pack your bags and go in a new direction. It's kind of time to pack your bags and do something differently. Some of you guys, I don't know why, like, I don't know if it's like maybe moving or it's just sort of like getting on the road, maybe going on a trip or doing something, but there's almost like a need to release maybe like this idea that you can't leave where you are or that you're stuck where you are. I feel like there's a feeling that you kind of have at the moment, Cancer, that feels a little stuck. And I feel like with all these cards coming out, your energy very much is not stuck. Your energy is very much it's ready to move forward. I just think that maybe this void of course situation, you know, this void of course moon card, something has kind of had to be a little bit in the dark. Something's kind of had to be a bit confusing and uncertain and unsure, and it really feels like it's been hard to focus. I feel like you've been having a hard time focusing, Cancer. And I feel like we have the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Seven of Cups in reverse coming out. So I feel like you've just been quite unsure as to which direction to take, as to which way to move. With this Seven of Cups in reverse in the back here, you know, this kind of feels as though like you have been manifesting, but you haven't been really entirely clear on what you're actually searching for. I feel like at the end of this month, with this High Priestess and this Chariot, there's a deep knowing within you of where you're supposed to go, of what you're supposed to do at the moment. And I think with this Knight of Swords, Five of Wands, this is you having the personal focus, power, diligence, determination to make the change and to do the thing. You're going to maybe have to step on some people's toes. You're going to maybe have to upset a few people by telling them the truth or telling them your plans. Maybe they're not going to fully agree with it. That's for them to deal with, not you. The High Priestess and the Chariot is telling you that you already know a direction that you're meant to be moving in. This Hanged Man with this nothing will come of this situation, and then underneath it we have the Chariot. Essentially, the situation that didn't work out, and I'm feeling like this is a feeling. It's like maybe something externally wasn't a big deal. Like it's not like you got kicked out of somewhere or anything like that. It's kind of like this feeling of, this doesn't feel right. It just emotionally doesn't feel right. And so I'm feeling like I'm being called into a new area. I'm being called into a new place. I'm being called to see things differently. And I'm being like, it's almost like the universe kind of strung you upside down because you weren't seeing things clearly with this Seven of Cups in reverse. You weren't seeing things the way that they actually were. I think that maybe you thought a seed was growing, or things were growing in a certain direction and they weren't quite. I'm feeling like with this Fool as well, like it's just really time to take the leap this month. I think that you've been thinking and pondering on taking a leap somewhere and in some way for quite a while, and the end of April is you essentially like doing it. You know, you're going to be making that commitment to do the thing, because the last card we have is the Ten of Wands. And while this is a tough card, it's not an easy card, it is the last card of the Wand suit. So you are at the end of a very, very tiring, exhausting journey of essentially trying to find home, like trying to find, it's literally like, to me, this just looks like a girl who's just packed up and like, you know, she's been searching for something. She's been searching for herself. And you know what? I'm actually getting this song by Polish Ambassador. What's it called? I'll try and link it below. I'll try and link it. But there's a Polish Ambassador song, and it's all about travel. And I remember showing it to one of my best friends years ago, and she absolutely adored it. And now it's being brought to you. So, but that song, it pretty much talks about someone who travels the world searching for home, searching for a place to settle down, and they don't realize that the whole time they're searching for a place to settle. They think that they're searching to travel. They think that they're searching for excitement and experience, but what they're really searching for is a level of comfort and of homeness. And that's what I feel like is coming up this month. It's like you connecting with what feels like home to you. And I'm not talking about home needing to be four walls in a particular place. Maybe home to you is, you know, being in the ocean. I don't know, like home doesn't have to so much be like at home with family. What feels homey to you? What makes you feel comfortable? Because Cancer does rule the home. And Cancer also rules the private life, because it's what goes on within the walls of the self. So whether home is an external place or home is a place you find within you, this month is really, it's feeling really important that you navigate this, that you try this. I feel like some of you guys are going to be finding some really nice clothes too. I don't know, this is a random like little side message. Maybe some of you are even really actually quite interested in fashion. I don't know, but I'm really seeing some really nice frilly clothes at the moment. So I'm feeling like that could be like a little message, like how do you feel when you dress up a certain way? I feel like you're connection to the way you feel about you feels important. Your connection to the way you dress, the way you share yourself, the way you connect with the way you connect with you. Like, your commitment is being tested. Maybe it's how committed are you to yourself? How committed are you to your own healing? How committed are you to moving forward? Because if you're holding yourself in a situation that you know nothing will come of, that's only going to keep you stuck, and that's only going to keep you in a period of limbo, and eventually you're going to need to move forward anyway, so you might as well do it sooner rather than later. What do you need to release? You need to release whatever this thing is that's making you feel stuck, because there is something that you're letting go of, and it's different for everyone, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you exactly what it is. You're going to know what this is, you know what I mean? Bottom of the deck for your archetypes, we have the Judge. Light attributes, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Shadow attributes, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Alright, so this is about, like it says, a fair distribution of power. I feel as though you're looking for real fairness. There's a situation that has not felt fair, that's felt maybe like it just, it doesn't feel fair. It feels like someone else has taken advantage, and that's maybe where your commitment's being tested, because how committed are you to you? If you're going to let someone take advantage of you and walk all over you and accept it, well then that says more about you than it says about them. The other archetypes we have coming out for you is the Messiah. Light attribute, serving humanity with humility. Shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. So you have a duty, you have a calling, and it's a large calling, it's a big calling, but this dilettante coming out as well, it's a creative calling. You're very creative, Cancer. And I'm feeling like there's so many things that you want to dabble in, and so many things that you want to try, and I almost feel as though it's almost this feeling of like you need to have it all figured out before you even start down a certain path. And I'm almost feeling like telling you, trust the process, trust the way, trust yourself, trust your ability to serve, because with this serving humanity with humility, it's almost like a very simple life purpose that you have. How can I nourish the community? How can I nourish the people I love? How can I nourish humanity? You are Cancer. You are nourishment. You are the most nourishing, nurturing sign that there is. No one can take care of people and love on people like a Cancer can. You know? So I feel like this is just a part of who you are, is this nurturing, beautiful, kind-hearted person. And I feel like you really can't stand watching misuses of power. I feel like you really can't stand watching people shit all over other people, and even if it's happening to yourself, it's really frustrating, because you and in yourself can't comprehend why and how somebody could do something like that. You know what I mean? Because you never would. And that's where it's really needing to be honest and open with yourself and saying, okay, but just because I never would do that doesn't mean that somebody else won't. So I need to now look at this within myself and say, okay, why did this happen? What in me attracted this situation or this circumstance, and how can I learn from it? How can I move forward, and how can I turn this into gold? How can I turn this into motivation and inspiration? We have the Dilettante card. It says light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. See, I feel like there's a real want for you, Cancer, to not get yourself lost and stuck in the thought of success or the thought of achieving something or a certain goal. The opposite sign to you is Capricorn. So Cancer and Capricorn are in a constant battle between the self and the family and the home and the private life and the inner world and the public and their career and, you know, and what's out there. So this is something that you're learning in this lifetime, is kind of how to balance both. It's not so much going into one half of the chart or one sign that we forget about the other, because every sign has a polarity. Your polarity is Capricorn. You might even find that you have a bit of a beef with Capricorns, you know? How does Capricorn make you feel? That's a question that I want you to ponder, Cancer. I want you to think about, how does Capricorn make you feel? How does legacy, career, work ethic, discipline, the public, being seen, being a leader, You know, all that sort of stuff. How does that make you feel? And there's no right or wrong. Just notice, how does that make you feel? Because there are things that you need to release. Are you holding on to a belief that you, in order to serve humanity, you have to achieve some sort of level of success that doesn't feel right? Really think about that, you know? I really am feeling like this is the end of this month is really calling you into self-inquiry and self-examination, because you have a seed that you're ready to plant. It could even be like some of you guys do have an idea for like a business, or you have an idea of a career path that you'd like to enter into, but you're sort of on the fence. And I think this month is where you're starting to like move off that fence. You know what I mean? You're starting to like take action. I feel like this month is you starting to slowly take action. And I don't want to say like do it all at once, like just jump and run like this Knight of Swords card, because he doesn't actually really get to his destination. He's rushing too much. Like he's on that motorcycle, he's absolutely rushing. Can you just picture the rest of this scene? Like he just rides off as fast as he can, runs straight into a tree because he's not paying attention. You know, so having your eyes wide open is really powerful. But at the same time, as I said that, I looked down at this High Priestess card and her eyes are closed. So as much as you can have your eyes open to reality and to the external world, the real truth lies within. The real truth is inside you, and it's not something that you can externally see. It's a feeling. It's a knowing, you know? So I think this month is a month of you getting really, really clear on your knowing and following that and really trusting that. And I think you're getting closer and closer. I know that you're tired. I can feel that you're tired. I can feel that you're exhausted, and it feels like you've been going through this thing for so long. But this is the month where the rebirth begins. This is the month where you finally get to like, I'm literally seeing her, it's like a trust exercise. Like, are you going to have faith in the universe and allow the universe to provide for you? Are you going to trust in yourself? Are you going to trust in spirit? Or are you going to keep holding on? Are you going to keep sticking on, holding on to a situation that you know nothing will come of in the end? You know? This is the month where you're ready to move forward, you're ready to release, and it's really, really powerful. So, I just meant to call you Aries. Oh my god. This initiation, this Aries season, I mean, you are a cardinal sign. So all of this stuff that's going on in Aries, it's squaring you. So obviously all this initiatory energy in Aries is kind of waking you up to where you need to move forward, where you need to make changes, and where you need to start planting your seeds in a new direction, and trying new things. I feel like going on forest nature walks too. I'm really seeing these, really paying attention to that forest in the background. So I just feel like going out and going for a nice walk in the forest is really going to help you get clear on this. And I want to tell you, don't take your headphones, don't take any of that stuff. Literally download from the universe. Just listen to nature, listen to spirit, listen to you. I feel like I'm telling myself this because I struggle so hard to go for a walk without music or like a podcast or something. And this is something that we need to really work on at being these humans in this technological age, because we're losing our ability to be quiet. And that's what I feel like you need. You need some quiet this month, because things are going to get really loud as you start to move forward with this challenge, this chariot. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a huge shift, and that's not going to come easily, but it is going to come with a hell of a lot of rewards. It's going to just feel, it's going to be fulfilling. That's the word. It's going to be deeply fulfilling. So Cancer, I'm going to leave this here. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Do give this video a like, a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what's going on with you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that now! There's going to be plenty more videos where this came from. Make sure that you check out your channeled song as well, or channeled songs, because you got a couple, I think. Yeah, if you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that down below. I do have a 25% off all of my readings on my website sale going on until the 21st of April. So, you know, if you make it by then, fantastic. I also want to say that Aries Suns, if any of you guys are an Aries Sun, then your solar return reading up until the 21st of April is 30% off. So if you want to check that out, check it out. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you to your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you in all moments, for allowing me to deliver this reading to you. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. See you later. I just want to call you Gemini. Cancer.